What's up, gun enthusiasts? Brent Eberson here. Wanted to just give kind of a quick little look here, and then I'm going to add to the end of this video an actual more in-depth product review here. But what we have today here that I just ordered and am looking forward to is the Blackhawk Stache IWB. I got the premium kit, which if you can see here includes the holster, the claw, and it includes the connector and the mag. Let's just kind of show you what it looks like here. This is what the holster looks like. Obviously, the clip will go on, and then this will attach to that and sort of look like this in the waistband. This is the mag holder. It is like a thermo-injected polymer or plastic. This is for the Glock 43, 43X, and Springfield Hellcat. It comes with a couple of new updated clips, which you know that was one of my complaints with the Blackhawk Arc, was the clip was so shitty on that. These are updated clips. I will put the clips on for the review, obviously, but I did order some DCC clips, the monolocks that I will put on this, as I'm a huge fan of those. If I'm going to have a holster that has clips on it, it's either going to have those or it's going to have an ulti clip on it. What's cool about this also is that here's the wing. The wing is right here, and it has one on there already. It actually comes with two wings, which is pretty badass. And then it also has these pads. So you could this pad right here, you could actually add that to the wing, and it comes with like 3 or 4 different heights on the wing. This thing is super light. I don't even know how to explain how light this is. This weighs as much as like a red Solo Cup. It is super, super, super light. Has a little bit of play in it, not too much. As you can see there, everything, you know, obviously rounded off. These 4 screws here will allow you to adjust where you want that to ride, which is pretty cool, unique design. Again, super slim, very, very, very thin. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, getting this put together, getting this in the waistband, doing some drawing and some reholstering from it. So this is just a quick overview, and then I'm going to get into the actual review of the product here in just moments. So stay tuned for that. Okay, what's up, guys? So earlier today I got the Blackhawk Stache holster in the mail. Kind of went through a quick unboxing of what you get, what's included in the packaging. I finally got home for the night and kind of put this thing together. I didn't put the clips on yet just because I ordered some DCC monoblock clips for it. I'm not a huge fan of, you know, plastic clips. You know, it doesn't really matter which ones or who makes them or what they're on. I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not necessarily, you know, telling you that you shouldn't like that or shouldn't carry it. I'm just personally not really that big of a fan. You know, if I'm going to put clips or something on a holster, then I'm going to go with, you know, either the DCCs or I'm going to go with an ulti clip. So these, obviously, with the way these slots are mounted sort of on the holster, you can't really get an ulti clip on there. So the DCC was the next best option. I have those on my Fieldcraft Survival Tenacore holster, and I really, really like them. I think, again, those are probably one of the only clips that I would personally trust. So as soon as I get those, they're supposed to be tomorrow, I'll put them on and get this in the waistband. And my goal is to wear it for a week and then kind of do a week review of what it was like to carry it, how comfortable it was, the quality, the fit, if it's functional, and if it's something that I can or would suggest to somebody to go out and purchase and use every day. So I'm going to kind of show you here. Here's the Hellcat. It's unloaded. Get this dropped in here. It has a nice positive snap. You can hear that click. So this model here is made for the Glock 43, 43X, and Springfield Hellcat. As you can see here, you can see that on the camera there. There's the barrel. So it's probably about a 1/2 of an inch longer than the Hellcat. This would fit the 43X and 43 probably perfectly. The Hellcat being a little bit shorter, obviously doesn't come quite down to the bottom. And honestly, that's probably a good thing for this gun, considering it's so short. That extra length there will help in the belt line, help keep it, you know, more secure, more comfortable, and down so that it doesn't really want to do this on you. So it's actually not a bad thing. It doesn't bother me. Fit and the finish on it, you know, especially on the holster, is really nice. It comes with two wings, one, you know, for left-handed carry, one for right. As I mentioned earlier, it comes with a couple plates here for the wing. This is the smaller of the two. The bigger one is probably almost maybe 50% or 60% bigger than that one. I just put this on here and just put this together and, you know, have it canted the way I have it, just because that's the way I put it together. Again, after I get the clips in, I will, you know, adjust everything to my liking and then wear it and then let you know, obviously, what my impressions are. This is just kind of a first look at it put together, what the gun and the mag look like in the holster. It's a thermo molded polymer, so it's not a Kydex. What it reminds me of is almost like a mix between maybe like a Blade Tech and Alien Gear is kind of what it looks like and feels like. Feels a little bit cheaper. I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing or that bothers me or that would turn me off from, you know, using it or carrying it, because it doesn't. But it's just, it doesn't feel like Kydex feels or something of that nature. So just be aware of that if you do purchase it, that's what it does feel like. You can see here that what holds it together is another like a polymer thing, and you can see that, you know, it will conform to your body pretty nicely. That's one of the things that has kind of turned me away from products like this. You know, I did have a tier 1 and a T-Rex. Tried them out because I thought, you know, give it a shot, see what it's like. Wasn't a big fan of it because of, you know, all this is filled in, you know, with one of those products. You know, some companies have, you know, it one solid piece. Some companies have it as two pieces, and it's like, you know, bungees or whatever that hold it together. But it's still like filled in here, and it just feels too big and too clunky and whatnot to me. And that's why I've never really carried one on a consistent basis. I usually just carry a holster, you know, in the appendix position and a mag carrier in my pocket, because that's just kind of what I like to do. I don't like a bunch of clunky stuff all over my belt. That's just my style. But I saw this and I thought, man, that's unique. That's cool. That looks like something that, you know, would be a great compromise for me, and something that, you know, I may like, and maybe something that I would use and carry every day. So big fan of Blackhawk and their products anyway. So, you know, this was, you know, kind of a no-brainer for me to purchase this. I did buy just this model for the Hellcat. I wanted to get it in, put it together, feel it, carry it, see what the function is, and then if I, you know, if everything checks out all right, then I was going to order one for my 19 as well. It comes with, you know, cut for an optic. It has a lot of features on it that are things that I like on my holster. I'm not a big fan of full sweat guards and all that kind of crap. So I like, you know, kind of the layout and how this looks. The mod wing, it comes, like I said, with the left and the right, a couple different base pads. You can adjust the ride height of your mag carrier, the cant, just by unscrewing these and kind of turning it however you want. This may be the position how I have it set up. It may change. Like I said, I just don't know at this point. So, you know, first overall impressions are, you know, I dig it. I dig how light it is. I dig how thin and minimalistic it looks and feels. I'm a big fan of that personally, so those things are appealing to me anyway. I'll take the gun out here. The one kind of thing that I have kind of questioned and don't know if it's going to be a concern or if it's just, you know, part of it or not, but I have, if you can see, I have these washers and everything cranked down pretty tight. You can see the screws starting to come out of the back here. And, you know, with really like one good shake, it comes out, right? And it's cranked down probably about 90% of as tight as it can go. So I don't know if this is a design flaw. I don't know if that's really what they're looking for, but I mean, you can see that, look. I mean, it just moved a whole bunch. Just holding it there, you can see it sliding out, and it is cranked down. So I don't know if it's a design flaw by Blackhawk. Like I said, this holster here is for a couple different models. It's for the Glock 43 and 43X and the Hellcat, much like the Blackhawk Arc is. It's not model specific, and maybe that's where some of the issue comes in, and maybe that is some of the issue with things like this. Like I said, I just don't know yet without carrying it. But there's like little tracks in here. I'm trying to get the light there, like little tracks in here on both sides that help it like slide in and slide out, maybe with a a little bit of retention on them. And so I mean, I don't know if it's the metal magazine of the Hellcat that is, so slick that it's making it slide out a lot easier than it should or supposed to, and maybe that polymer Glock magazines might not do that. I don't know. I did reach out to Blackhawk and say, hey, I put this thing together, gave them my initial impressions, and then said, hey, but I'm curious about this. I don't know if this is a design flaw. Maybe there's some information or something you can do for me or point me in a different direction as to maybe something I'm doing wrong or whatnot. But I followed the instructions and did what it said to do, and it just slides right out. So I'm not necessarily saying in all reality that that's a bad thing, because you kind of want to get to that quick and get it out and do a reload. But I also don't want to be in any kind of situation where I could be in a scuffle or something like that and have this thing just pop out on me, because that doesn't do me any good either. So I reached out to them to see if maybe that's just how it's supposed to be, and maybe it's not. Maybe I brought something to their attention that they didn't think about or haven't experienced yet, and maybe they'll fix it. I don't know. So once I wear this for a week, I will do another follow-up video on what it's been like to carry it, how it feels, how it functions, if it's something that I would suggest to you to go out and purchase. And then I will also update you on what I hear back from Blackhawk as far as the magazine issue here, or if it's an issue at all. So yeah, I just wanted to make this because I hadn't seen anybody really review this product yet. It's a couple videos from Blackhawk themselves on the design of it, and a couple guys like drawing and ripping off a couple rounds down range, and then kind of putting it back in the holster. But there hasn't really been anybody who owns one and isn't part of Blackhawk that has reviewed this or gone over anything. So I kind of wanted to do that for everybody and just kind of give you a first look and kind of initial impressions of this holster. So I don't know if this helps you, and just by seeing it and seeing the function and everything that you can do with it, if that's going to help you want to go out and purchase it. I don't know. Maybe you want to wait until I give my weekly update. But yeah, so I hope that was at least in some way helpful to you, or maybe answer some questions, at least giving you a first real look at the product itself and what comes in the packaging and what the options are. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything you think I didn't go over or whatnot, leave it in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel if you want. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs down, share the video, and until next time, I'm out of here.